I am Lucky, joined by MVP and the third man Alexis. If you're new to the channel, be sure to subscribe. We're going to bring you a whole bunch more content, guess the wrestlers, all kinds of stuff. So make sure you subscribe to not miss that stuff. Today's episode, top 5 current favorite wrestlers. Currently, our favorite wrestlers. I think I want to kick it to Matt to start this one off. You start, and we'll go counterclockwise.
Okay, all right. I want to say this is in order of first to last. My top 5. My number 1. He just made his return to Monday Night Raw this past Monday. Johnny Wrestling, Johnny Gargano.
There you go. Nice start.
I don't know what it is with him. Every time, and this has gone back to his time in NXT. Every time I've watched his matches, I just kind of connected with it, and I don't know. Every time he's on my TV, I'm fully vested. When he made his return to Raw, a few months ago, or a year ago.
I'm not very fired, actually. I'm not very fired.
Little man's gonna be a future podcaster.
Yep. Yeah. When he came back like over a year ago, and his music hit, you can ask my girlfriend. I was like freaking out on the couch. I'm like, oh my god, he's back! He's back. So yeah. And then he's always having his crazy ring gear. Started with NXT, he'd always come out like every takeover. He'd have like a different, like Marvel themed gear. Like on Halloween Havoc, he had like a Jack Skellington gear. I think that's pretty cool. Yeah, totally digging it. And now he's come back to help out his buddy Tommaso and bring it back DIY. I think I'm really psyched for it. So yeah, my number 1 favorite right now is Johnny Gargano.
That's a good solid pick. I'm gonna go, and this is not in any particular order, but if we're just talking about current favorite, may not be a favorite of anyone else, but Sami Zayn. I love Sami Zayn. The work he puts in the ring, and the last like 2 years, he's been a part of nothing but just great storytelling. And even now, like with the Kevin Owens thing and like the Jey Uso thing, it's just always something good is coming from him in these stories. And I mean, the Bloodline stuff, that's probably the best thing we've seen in many, many, many years with Sami Zayn and all that. So, number 1 for me, Sami Zayn. And I've also loved him since he debuted in NXT. And when he won that first NXT title, and then Kevin Owens celebrates with him, and then power bombs him on the apron and just demolishes him. I just knew, I just love the storytelling. I love this guy. Sami Zayn, number 1.
That's a great pick.
Good pick.
Are we good to Alexis?
All right, I'm also gonna go not in any particular order. He was in the main event of the PLE tonight. Shinsuke Nakamura.
Ooh,
I'm digging that.
He is doing absolute great work. This is the return of the King of Strong Style. For a few years there, they kind of watered him down a little bit. He couldn't be as stiff in the ring. I think he kind of lost a little bit of his confidence there. And he was kind of he won the Intercontinental Championship, and then it was kind of in a little bit of a limbo after he lost it. But him being in the main event with Seth Rollins, it's just been great. This storyline, I think, since Roman Reigns has left, has been the best storyline on WWE programming. Has the most substance. And, Shinsuke Nakamura I'm loving what I'm seeing. And I hope he stays heel and he gets a nice, good run as a heel here.
Yep, I agree.
I agree too.
To kick it back to the man.
Okay, so before I go on with my number 2, just to piggyback on your guys' number 1s, before COVID hit, they were actually both Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura. They were both part of a group called the Artist Collective.
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they were gaining some steam until the shutdown happened, and then Sami Zayn just didn't show up anymore, and that kind of put a stop to what they were doing. But I was kind of digging where they were going, and wanted to see where it would lead to, but we never got that payoff.
Right.
Yeah. Before you guys continue, I think what they need to keep doing too, what they've done a lot in this storyline, is that they've done vignettes and interviews when he's speaking in Japanese, and they put the captions on the bottom.
That's
Yeah.
awesome.
That is so good.
It is.
We can't understand Japanese, right? But we're understanding everything he's saying, and step by step throughout this storyline. I think they really need to keep doing that. Really need to keep doing it with Io Sky, Asuka. Keep doing that, because that has been money.
Yeah, and especially with Shinsuke, he can speak English fine. I've heard him on podcasts before,
Mm-hmm.
but the way he can just harp down a promo in his native tongue,
Mm-hmm.
yeah, you can't compare it. And the fact that you can just throw some subtitles on it, feel like it gives an effect that you don't really get with a regular promo.
Yeah.
I do dig it. I do dig it.
Yep.
No,
All
it's
right.
good, and also like the way that they do it, kind of feels like a movie, like a comic book.
Mm-hmm.
The graphic, yeah, we could talk all day about it, but they need to keep doing that. Proceed with
Yeah.
number 2.
All right, number 2. I'm actually gonna go away from WWE over to AEW. MJF.
Mm.
Yeah,
His current stuff with Adam Cole. It's got me kind of leaving me wanting to see what happens next. And currently, he's the only reason why I watch AEW, and he's kind of in a pseudo like babyface run right now,
Mm-hmm.
and I'm just I'm amazed at how he can stay like in a heel character and trying to kind of toe the line of, am my face, am I a good guy, am I a bad guy, and it's kind of interesting to watch right now. But I'm invested. MJF.
I'm for that. Hopefully, we see Adam Copeland and MJF for a title match one day. I would like to see that match. I think that they'd be good on the mic against each other. And
Yeah.
Adam Copeland did say, I can't say Edge there because even Tony Khan had to calm down MJF. But yeah, no, he even mentioned he wants that title. Number 2, I got to go one of the obvious, because even though he's over with the crowd, me personally, he reminds me of my childhood, of my favorite wrestlers growing up. L.A. Knight. Yeah. He's gold on the mic. Everything he touches is gold. He does this move where he does the L.A. Knight, and then he does the elbow drop, and it is so over with the crowd, and it's so simple.
Yeah.
It's so simple. So like, and with his on SmackDown, his verbal exchange with Paul Heyman, when Paul Heyman's talking so great about him, and he pulls out his paper, he's like, "Let me check my receipt. I didn't actually buy any of that BS." Like, that's good stuff on the mic. When you can go toe to toe with Paul Heyman,
Yeah.
you got it made. You're good.
If you weren't a believer in him by now, that exchange with Paul Heyman, if that didn't make you a believer, you need to not watch wrestling anymore.
Yeah.
That stuff was money.
He's getting all the rub in the world too, from Paul Heyman, from Cena, Bloodline. I think we're going to see him and Roman pretty soon, sooner than you'd expect. So yeah, I'm going LA Knight number 2.
Okay.
It's a good pick, Lucky. Number 2, I'm gonna go down to NXT, and I'm gonna go with my girl Tiffany Stratton. I love
that.
I love Tiffany Stratton, what she's doing right now. I know she just lost the title to Becky, but anybody who hasn't seen the first match on NXT and this match at No Mercy last week, if you haven't gone and seen it yet, go check it out. This
Yes.
this girl has been in the ring a little over 2 years, and she went stride for stride, step with step with Becky Lynch. Awesome, awesome work. She's improved on her promos. Her in ring work is fabulous. That moonsault that she does, she calls it the PME, the prettiest moonsault ever. It's hard to debate it, and I love Io's moonsault, but that PME that she does is awesome. So Tiffany Stratton definitely got to be on my one of my top 5 wrestlers right now.
Okay, I don't want to go there, but I have to mention this. I feel like Tiffany Stratton, ever since she got her, let's just say, enhancements,
Mm-hmm.
her confidence has just went through the roof.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And she was really confident before that, but now I think that she's
Yeah.
taking over the top and
Hmm.
putting that belt on her and putting the bright lights on her is really helping her out in total.
Oh,
So,
she'll get the belt back.
oh yeah,
Totally.
oh yeah. Number 3,
All
go
right.
ahead.
My number 3 is going to be the current and longest reigning Intercontinental Champion ever,
Oh yes.
the Ring General, Gunta.
I'm
I
digging
mean,
that pick.
I mean, what's there to say that we haven't mentioned on this pod before? I mean, he's WWE's wet dream right now. He's a big man. He
Mm-hmm.
work in the ring. He's got a promo. He's got henchmen behind him.
That he don't
He's a
need.
he doesn't need, but he's got them.
Yep.
Hard hitting, believable, and just on the cusp of just superstardom. Just a matter of time he gets that world title. I'm going Gunther, my number 3.
Solid.
I'd like to add to that.
Yeah.
I think he's in a simmer right now, right? It seems like he's boiling at this point, and they're just letting him just boil and get hot and get hot and get hot. And
Yeah.
I'm really excited. I hate it when they change his name, but I got to give it to him. The name change was great, and
Yeah.
that's a great third pick.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm digging that. And I think that by the time Royal Rumble hits, he's gonna be the world heavyweight champion. I'm thinking that. So
Okay.
um speaking
Bold,
of
bold.
speaking of number 3, again, I'm going some obvious picks, but I love these guys, dude. They're my current favorite. Seth frickin' Rollins.
Mm.
Can we please have Alexis's son do the music?
Let's hear Seth music.
Oh.
Let's hear it, buddy.
Yeah, it's awesome, dude. Like,
Gotta love it.
Seth Rollins is gold, and the whole feud with Shinsuke has been good. He's been bringing a lot of prestige to that title in such a short time, and
Yes.
he is the biggest workhorse they have. I'm going Seth Rollins.
Great.
He was
Great.
on my list, and I know someone was gonna take him, so I had a backup, but he just amazing work, and his gear. We'll talk about that. We'll talk about that later, but yeah,
Yeah,
can't complain with that one.
no,
The
I'm
drip
digging it.
god.
The drip god.
Who we got for number 3, Alexis?
This one's gonna surprise you guys, because we don't talk about it much. But I've been watching her every time she's on TV. Out in AEW, Timeless Tony Storm.
Hmm.
This Timeless gimmick, kind
Yeah.
of doing the Marilyn Monroe look on her. Love the gimmick. Love it.
Mm-hmm.
She was a champion a couple of months ago and lost it recently. She had an awesome run. It was short. I wish it could have been longer because she was doing excellent work. She is very underrated in the ring, very underrated on the mic, and her and MJF have been the reasons why I've been kind of tuning into AEW on Wednesdays, just checking in and seeing what's going on. And Timeless Tony Storm, give me more of her. I want to see more of her on my screen. Number 3 for me.
I really think she needed to get away with the social outcasts.
Yeah, her breaking away, and just being her and doing her own thing
Yeah.
creatively was the best move they could have made for her.
Mm-hmm. Totally.
Who do we got? Who do we got, Matt?
So my number 4. Um, just so you guys don't take it, I'm gonna have to go with
Don't do it.
the American Nightmare, Cody Rhodes.
I can't argue with that one.
I mean, he every week delivers on the mic. He's batting 100 on the microphone since he's returned. He's always having the audiences just glued, just invested in the story and whether or not they see him finish the story. And then just, even with what happened tonight, him winning the tag.
He won't. He won't finish the story. Sorry.
No, he will. WrestleMania. He will finish the story. My number 4, Cody Rhodes.
Yeah, I'm a little mad.
Whoa!
He's on top of the world right now. It's I think he's one of everybody's favorites right now. It's hard not to love him, man. Just the charisma, the entrance, the works in the ring.
Yeah.
And they're keeping him somewhat of an attraction, right? I know we're seeing a lot of them right now, but he doesn't wrestle all the time. Sometimes I just want to see him just talk in his suit and go home. So keep doing that and keep him fresh.
And not to mention like his suits.
Mm-hmm.
I get a Arnold Skolin kind of feeling.
Mm-hmm.
Like Jericho when he turned heel.
Yeah.
I get a Nick
he was always with the
NWA feel. Nick
There
Aldis.
you go. Very treats the title scene professionally.
Mm-hmm.
Business ready for business.
I am mad you took Cody at number 4, but I'm happy about something else. Alexis, you look a little tired.
Who, me?
Yeah, are you tired?
No, not really.
Well, you'd be even more awake if you shopped at w.gg, where we it is our sponsor. Matt's been sipping on it. I got mine right behind me. W.gg, up and coming energy drink company. It has replaced my coffee. I drink it all the time. There's no crash, no jitters. Make sure you go to w.gg, put a lot of stuff in your cart, and use discount code JIMMINT10. And the boys here from the Triple Threat Pro Wrestling Podcast are going to get you 10% off your order. So once again, w.gg, and you could be cool like me and Matt, Alexis.
Yeah, I still got to get my dubby. I can't lie. I've kind of been dragging on the case on that dubby.
Don't even worry. Man. I'll hook you up with some Dragonade. But I have 2 left, and I don't know which one I want to do left because I think you guys are going to take the other one. But at number 4, I'm going to acknowledge my tribal chief, Roman Reigns. Now, this comes with some baggage. He hasn't been around.
Right.
I'm a little frustrated about the Bloodline story because you guys know I'm a mark for the Bloodline. But you got to be there if you're the undisputed champion. And I get you on a vacation. That vacation's going to come when you drop that belt.
He's on the beach with The Rock.
Yes, he is. But the last 3 years, He's been one of the most dominant forces in WWE. Best storylines we've ever seen in a very long time. He's got the wise man Paul Heyman behind him. At one point, he had the entire bloodline behind him. You can't argue Roman Reigns has done a lot with his character. He's number 4 for me.
Okay.
So
Number 4, I got to give it to him. He hasn't been around, but what he's done, it's still kind of lasting right now. So,
Yep.
Absolutely.
Who you got it for?
Number 4, I got to go with her because she's always on top. Mommy in the Judgment Day. This is kind of a nod to the Judgment Day as well, but particularly Mommy. For a long time they were going with this, there is no leaders in the Judgment Day, but now Rhea Ripley is solidifying herself as the leader of the Judgment Day.
And I like that.
That was awesome. That interaction between her and Paul Heyman. And when she said, "All right, priest, I got this. You can get up out of here." And then Heyman told Solo, "It's all right. I'm going to be okay here." Her solidifying herself, just her whole rise from NXT champ to losing the title to Charlotte in an empty performance center to changing up her gimmick and turning heel. I just love everything about Rhea Ripley. She should have a long run with that title. I'm interested to see what happens with her and Nia Jax. I would love to see her in War Games some way, somehow. But yeah, Rhea Ripley, number 4 for me. I don't think she could be left off my top 5 list of what's going on right now in wrestling.
Alexis, do you acknowledge her?
Oh,
She's
absolutely.
the new
I acknowledge Mommy all day, every day, and twice on Sunday.
And apparently from Jey Uso, she's got bigger huevos than the real tribal chief ever did.
Oh.
So, but yeah, I like that. What do you got, Matt?
So number 5, I'm going to NXT.
All right.
Badass Braun Breaker.
Nice.
He
Hell
looks like it. He looks like his daddy and his uncle rolled into one, and he sounds like his uncle.
Mhm.
And right now, he looks like he's having fun doing that heel character. And oh man, wait till he gets the call up. He's gonna rip. I'll put him on Raw. He's gonna tear it up on Raw, guaranteed.
Yeah, I agree. I like Braun Breaker.
I didn't think I was gonna like him. I really didn't like him in his babyface run, but I agree with you, MVP. This heel run of his, he's just a natural heel. This is just naturally just what he does. So I'm really anxious to see what he's gonna be doing.
I very much hope that the tease of Paul Heyman being in his corner is going to carry to the main roster, and maybe that's the next Paul Heyman guy, because if he had a mouthpiece like Paul Heyman, oh, dude, he would tear it up on the main roster.
Totally.
Number 5, I got to go with him. This guy, he's very over with the crowd right now, and I like what they're doing with him to try to let him shine on his own.
You said all of that already.
Ooh. Jey Uso. Main event Jey Uso. Every time he comes out, I want to do this with him. On the
It's
way to
just
the ring.
him, Oos. Day 1-ish.
Day 1-ish.
It's just him, Oos.
I love Jey Uso. And I think that breaking him away from his comfort zone of his bloodline and all that and just letting him do his own thing is really going to see if he's truly main event Jey Uso. And so far, he's been proving it. So I like Jey Uso. I'm going him number 5.
Jey Uso. That was gonna be my number 5. So now I'm gonna have to come up with another one of my honorable mentions here, because I really like what Jey Uso is doing here.
There is Jimmy.
There is Jimmy. He's doing a decent job. He's doing a decent job. But I'm actually gonna go. I'm actually gonna go back to the wheelhouse here, and I'm gonna give some love to my Puerto Rican brethren. Senor Money in the Bank, Damian Priest.
I like that.
Okay, all right.
The
This
Archer of Infamy.
this guy has leveled up within the last year. I mean, this guy went from a baby face that did really good work, and then when he turned into this heel and got into Judgment Day, his match with Bad Bunny at Backlash stole the effing show. Should have main evented. I still go. I still should have main evented. And just this dynamic that he has with Finn Balor, right? Where it was, hey, everybody's got gold here except you. What's kind of going on? And I just love what he's doing. I think his work in the ring is really good. I noticed today, and we'll talk about it in the PLE today, but his selling is top notch, man. Top notch selling. And I really, really like what he's doing. And I like how he's just holding on to that money in the bank briefcase. And he's just holding on to it for the perfect spot. And yeah, I'm gonna go with number 5, Senor Money in the Bank, Damian Priest.
I like that. I like. We had a lot of versus. I don't think we actually had too many duplicates.
Mm-mm.
I like that.
Well, I mean, I did have LA Knight on mine,
Oh,
but
okay.
and you know what, Damon Priest, he lost his finisher when Cody Rhodes came back, and he didn't lose a beat.
Yeah.
I
Mm-hmm.
give it because he did the Crossroads. He had it as the Reckoning,
Yep, the Reckoning.
but
Yeah.
then he just went back and hey, I'm gonna do the Razor's Edge, and
Yeah. And that South of Heaven choke slam looks
yeah,
devastating.
hmm
Yep.
Guy's legit.
he
And
is.
he's legit. And he's gonna be the world champ. He's gonna cash in. He's gonna be successful, and he's gonna be the world champ. And it's gonna be good. It's gonna be damn good when he does it.
Yep. So there's our top 5 current favorite wrestlers. Again, if you're new to the channel, make sure you subscribe. We got a bunch of awesome content. End of the video here, somewhere on that side is the subscribe button. So you can subscribe to the channel here. And on the left over here, we're going to put our Fastlane recap. So make sure you check that off. If you didn't watch Fastlane or you want to see if your opinions match up to ours, you can click that link there. So, boys, we'll see you next week. Adios.
Yeah.
Yeah.